Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles.
And I'm Bob. I'm also with Jar of Marbles.
You are Jar of Marbles.
I know.
Good on you, Bob. Hello, everybody. So glad that you've joined us today. So this week, I'd like to talk a little bit about being assertive. So what is being assertive?
Yeah, what is being assertive?
It's somewhere between being aggressive and not being a pushover.
Assertiveness sounds a bit tricky to me.
Well, assertiveness means being able to express your feelings, your wishes and your needs directly. With the idea being that this is a good step towards getting those needs met. As my grandmother said, if you don't ask, you don't get, or something like that. So do you feel like your needs are being met? Do people walk all over you? Or do you feel in getting your needs met you rub people up the wrong way? Do people frequently seem resentful or insulted by your behaviour? If so, you could consider working on how you communicate and find the middle ground between passive and aggressive assertiveness.
Oh, geez, this is going to be tricky.
How so, Bob?
Finding the middle ground between passive and aggressive assertiveness.
Fair enough, Bob, but stay with me, okay?
All right then, here we go. Yeah, I've been feeling a little moody and run down lately.
Have you, Bob? You look good, so what's up?
Well, I looked up the symptoms. It's adulthood. I have adulthood. I hate it.
So being assertive can definitely be tough for many people because of how it's often perceived in certain social contexts. In a world where politeness and conformity are highly valued, assertiveness can sometimes be misunderstood as aggression, rudeness, or disrespect. And let's not confuse the fact that people can be very rude and assuming, fail to read the room, not get the hint, and may label themselves as assertive. But yeah, no.
No?
No. It's like there's this fine line where standing up for yourself or expressing your needs can feel like you're being too much or not compliant with social norms.
Oh, yeah.
One of the reasons we might feel this way is because assertiveness often challenges the status quo.
You know, I was watching my wife dancing. She danced like nobody was watching, but people were watching, and she looked like bees were attacking her. Really weird.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
When someone is assertive, they are essentially saying, I have the right to speak up and set boundaries. And that can feel uncomfortable for both the person asserting themselves and those around them. People might worry about being seen as difficult, pushy or selfish.
You know, I'm not much on seizing the day. I just like to poke it a little bit with a stick. Yeah.
There's also the concern that being assertive could create conflict or tension, especially if others aren't used to it or if it's perceived as challenging authority or the group harmony, or you might not be reading the room, they might be not realising that someone actually does not care. It's not something that's important to them anymore for whatever reason.
But people can call it being assertive when they're shoving their idea of what they want down your throat.
Yeah, some people, if they feel scorned, will do covert things thinking they're getting their point across when in fact they're making an ass of themselves. Take a hint. Nobody cares.
But why?
Great question, Bob. I think sometimes people don't own what they've done and they come across all pious and innocent and they conveniently forget that they paid their part and can just make a nuisance of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
It could be many things, but there is a massive difference between being aggressive and assertive. Being assertive, you're not set on hurting anyone, getting your 5 cents worth in order to feel better. There is a grace to being assertive, but when aggression is the tool being used, absolutely nothing good, at least, is ever achieved. Culturally, many societies encourage people to be more accommodating, to avoid confrontation and to keep the peace.
Well, that can get old.
Oh, yeah. In such environments, assertiveness can be viewed as a disruption to this peacekeeping role.
I was thinking about babies with grown-up names. They freak me out. Like, no, don't want to hold Barry.
Barry's a perfectly nice name.
Oh, is it? I mean, don't hold yourself back there.
Well, Bob, I'm not Willy Wonka.
Okay.
So even though it's a healthy and important communication skill, there's this internal and external pressure to tone it down in order to not upset the balance.
It's 'cause you're really old, isn't it?
Well, maybe. This is especially true in hierarchical structures, workplaces, or family dynamics, isn't it, where power dynamics play a significant role. On a deeper level, this feeling might come from a fear of rejection or not being liked.
I mean, like, you're really older.
Your point, Bob?
Well, you're crankier when you're older.
Well, let me see. 64 this year. Can't really be bothered with bullshit, and I don't appreciate nonsense. So if that makes me old, yep, that's right. Anything else?
No.
It's not pleasant when we feel we are not liked. And that can be something we have to be very honest about and work out why that is. If you don't know why and can't get an answer, you've got to let it go.
Yeah, true.
Chances are you will never know, and there's an even bigger chance that it has nothing to do with you. Other people have much going on in their lives that you know nothing about, and quite frankly, you don't need to know about it either. We're social creatures, and there's often a strong emotional drive to fit in and avoid conflict. Being assertive could trigger a fear of standing out in ways that feel risky. The drive to fit into society is deeply ingrained in human nature.
Yeah.
Can be traced back to our evolutionary past.
Oh, yeah.
As social creatures, humans have always needed to be part of the group to survive.
Yeah, I used to be in a group. I was the doo-wop guy.
Good to know, Bob. Always learning about you.
Yeah.
In ancient times, belonging to a tribe or community meant protection, access to resources, and a greater chance of survival.
And I played the old tambourine.
Thank you.
That's all right, yeah.
Hashtag being assertive. Today, while the stakes may not always be as literal, the desire to fit in still plays a significant role in shaping how we behave. A big part of this drive comes from the basic human need for acceptance and belonging.
I might not have been everyone's cup of tea. Man, I don't even be my own cup of tea. I'm barely a cup and I don't like tea. I'm more like a rusty bucket of haunted bog water. Sorry if I'm not your rusty bucket of bog water.
Sometimes I wonder if you should just get out more.
Yeah?
People want to be seen, heard, and valued by others. This desire often influences decisions, from the way we dress to how we communicate, and even the career paths we choose. It's not just about fitting in for survival, but also about maintaining a sense of self-worth and identity. When we fit in, we often feel validated and part of something larger than ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Additionally, society itself plays a major role in reinforcing this desire.
I can feel a bobism coming on.
Thought you would. Almost all the time, I would say, Bob.
Yeah, that's true.
Social norms, media, and even subtle cues in our daily lives all shape what is considered acceptable behaviour, appearance, and even success. There's a pressure to conform to these standards, which can be amplified by social media and modern technology.
Yeah.
We see others' curated lives and start to measure ourselves against them, whether consciously or subconsciously. And this can lead to feelings of inadequacy when we don't match the idealised image of what society thinks we should be. So we must be careful of not falling into that trap.
That's right.
That's right. Don't do it.
That's right, yeah.
However, there's also a tension in this drive. While fitting in can bring comfort and security, it can sometimes suppress individuality or lead to unhealthy comparisons.
This fineness cannot be stifled. I must express and be my individual wonderful self.
You do you good thing, Bobo.
That's what I reckon.
The pressure to conform can also create a disconnect from our actual true selves, as we may prioritise others' expectations over our own values and desires.
Hey, I did some financial planning and it looks like I can retire at 97 and live comfortably for about 11 minutes.
Geez, Bob, I actually hear you. Finding a balance between fitting in and maintaining authenticity is a constant challenge. Ultimately, our drive to fit in reflects a universal human need for connection, security, and validation.
I just learnt that LOL doesn't mean low on liquor. Now I'm afraid someone's going to tell me that WTF doesn't mean where's the food. I did not know that.
It's both a survival mechanism and a source of emotional fulfillment, but it requires careful investigation to ensure we don't lose ourselves in the process. Ultimately, though, being assertive is essential for personal growth and mental well-being. It allows people to communicate their needs, protect their boundaries, and maintain healthy relationships.
Saw a shop that has a sign that reads, "We treat you like family." Yep, not going in there. Yeah.
It just takes practice to find that balance between being respectful of others and also being true to yourself.
So true. A bit of practice.
Personal growth is an ongoing journey that involves understanding oneself better, setting healthy boundaries, and developing the skills to communicate.
You were going to say communicate.
Well, I was, but I was trying to correct myself there. To communicate effectively and assertively. For many women, assertiveness can be a challenge due to societal expectations, gender roles, and sometimes a lack of encouragement to voice their opinions or stand up for themselves. However, embracing assertiveness is an empowering step towards taking control of your life and advocating for your needs, wants, and values in a respectful yet firm way.
Oh, good.
So, here are some key steps that we can take to develop assertiveness and foster personal growth.
My wife's mad at me
Oh, yes.
because she said I never buy her flowers. Honestly, I didn't even know that she sold flowers.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
So, number one, understand what assertiveness is.
This is me trying to understand, I like older women because they've gotten used to life's disappointments, which means they're ready for me.
Oh, Bob, that's really bad. Assertiveness is the ability to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a direct, honest, and respectful manner.
Like, say what you really mean.
Yeah, don't overthink it. It involves standing up for yourself without being passive, which is ignoring your own needs, or aggressive, which is disrespecting others' needs.
Alrighty, right, all right then, yeah. My neighbour is stalking me on her computer. Saw it through my telescope last night.
It really is about finding that balance. So, number two, being assertive means you gotta recognise your worth, that you are more than okay being you. It's great that it's you. The world needs more of you.
Yeah, it does.
It does, absolutely does. So, one of the first steps of becoming assertive is believing in your own value. If you don't believe you deserve to be heard, it will be harder to assert yourself.
Being an adult's just walking around wondering what you're forgetting, isn't it?
Can be. Take time to appreciate your strengths, acknowledge your contributions, and remind yourself of your skills and abilities.
Yeah, I do that. I look in the mirror and I praise myself.
Very good practice, Bob.
Oh, no, I'm not practicing. I mean it with all my fibres. I'm young and vital, whereas you're old.
True, Bob, that I am. Happily, yes.
You're old enough to remember when emojis were hieroglyphics.
This internal acknowledgement is crucial in developing a sense of confidence that supports assertiveness. Number three, always a good idea to challenge limiting beliefs. Many women are taught to be people pleasers or to prioritise the needs of others above their own. I mean, and many of us have been doing it for so long we don't even recognise that we're doing it, and we justify everything by, well, it's for the good of the whole, it's good for the family, etc. And this can lead to self-doubt and hesitation when it actually comes to speaking up.
Ham and eggs. A day's work for a chicken, a lifetime commitment for a pig.
Oh, Bob.
Yes.
Start by challenging any limiting beliefs you may have, such as, I shouldn't speak up, or it's selfish to ask for what I want. It might feel like fear. Replace these with more empowering thoughts like, I have a right to express my feelings and my needs are valid. Hashtag being assertive. Number 4, setting clear boundaries.
Time might be a great healer, but it's also a lousy beautician.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Knowing where to draw the line in relationships, work, and social settings is critical to being assertive. We could say to ourselves about requiring bare minimum. Just because I don't require much doesn't mean I deserve the bare minimum. Ooh, that hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah, pick up your game.
Setting boundaries is not about being rigid. It's knowing what you're comfortable with and communicating that clearly to others. Practice saying no when necessary, and remember that you don't need to offer an explanation for every decision you make. We all know that it's okay to prioritise your own well-being. I remember a lady, she's quite an old lady, when I was a little girl. Maybe I was a young teenager, and it was about when you're saying no to someone about something, and then if the person then says why, and she said, just say, why do you need to know? And I thought, oh, well, there you go. I thought that was quite good.
Hey. Did you hear about the guy who died of Viagra overdose? He couldn't close his casket.
Oh, Bob, that's really bad.
I know.
So we all know that it's okay to prioritise our own well-being. So number 5, practice clear and direct communication. One of the biggest challenges in assertiveness is how you communicate. Women, in particular, may find themselves softening their speech or adding unnecessary qualifiers, e.g., I'm sorry, but, just out of habit.
Get rid of the apology.
To be more assertive, focus on using clear, direct language. For example, instead of saying, I think I would like to try this, just say, I want to try this. You don't have to be rude, but make your statements firm and confident.
Yeah, owls always look like they just saw a penis for the first time.
Oh, Bob, what's up with you today?
I thought that was funny.
Number 6, manage your emotions. Deal with yourself as an individual worthy of respect and make everyone else deal with you the same way. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yes. Assertiveness isn't about being emotionless.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. It's about managing emotions in a way that allows you to express yourself calmly and
clearly.
Yeah, if you feel yourself getting upset or defensive in a situation, take a deep breath and pause before reacting. When you know who you are, you stop letting others tell you who you are.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're on the roll today, Linda.
Looks like it, Bob. Insults, projections, and false narratives no longer trigger your insecurities, and you can walk around in your own lovely confidence.
Adam and Eve were the first ones to ignore the Apple terms and conditions.
This moment of reflection helps you regain control and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively.
You know, it occurred to me, weddings are an expensive way to let your entire family know you're getting laid tonight.
Oh. Number 7, practice saying no. Saying no, as we've said, is one of the hardest things for many people, particularly women, because we feel like we're rejecting or we're disappointing them.
Sometimes yes, but
being able to say no is an important skill for preserving your time. I just need to bring it up again because it really is that important. Preserve your energy and preserve your well-being. You don't owe anyone an explanation, and practicing the word in small situations really will help develop your confidence.
Yeah, true. Always borrow money from a pessimist. They don't expect it back. Yeah.
And number 8, embrace constructive criticism. Assertiveness also means being open to feedback without taking it personally.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah, getting constructive criticism helps you grow and improve. Learn to separate yourself from your work or behaviour so you don't internalise the negative feedback as a personal attack, because it's not. This mindset shift allows you to take charge of your development and build a little bit of resilience there.
The old resilience.
Yeah, and number 9, find role models and support. Surround yourself with supportive people and seek out role models who exemplify assertiveness.
Most people are shocked when they find out how bad I am as an electrician.
These individuals can serve as inspirations and provide encouragement when you need it. You might want to consider listening to good podcasts.
Jar of marbles.
Join groups that foster confidence building where you can share experiences and challenges.
And that could be anything. It could be a crochet group, a meditation group, tennis, anything will all contribute towards your confidence. Oh, yes. I spend a lot of money and time and effort child-proofing my house, but the kids still get in.
Next, number 10, take small steps and be patient.
Little baby steps, yeah.
Personal growth doesn't happen overnight, and neither does becoming assertive. Start by taking small steps. Speak up in a meeting, express your preferences to a friend, or set a boundary in a relationship. As you practice these skills, you'll grow more comfortable asserting yourself. Be patient with yourself, and remember that mistakes or setbacks are part of the learning process.
So, what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world.
And number 11, celebrate your progress.
Oh, gosh, yes. I just cleaned the house, so if you could all just stop living here, that'd be great.
So as you grow in assertiveness, take time to acknowledge your progress. Every time you assert yourself, whether it's asking for something you need or standing up for what you believe in, celebrate it as a win. Maybe buy a memento to celebrate, to remember that moment. We say it's the small things in life, and you know what? It is.
Yeah, it is. Hey, 2 nuns walked into a bar. Third one ducked. Didn't want it to become a habit.
These moments of success will help reinforce your new assertive behaviours and keep you motivated towards your personal growth and your assertiveness. It all just goes hand in hand. It's about understanding your value, trusting yourself, and learning to communicate.
Yes, clearly.
And effectively, yes. For women, it's important to push back against the societal pressures that may discourage assertiveness. It feels so long ago, but it's still on our heels.
What is?
That expectation of women not being assertive. It is right to focus on being true to your needs and desires. By practicing these steps, you can confidently create the life you want while respecting both yourself and others.
So, yeah, how about that then?
Yeah, so as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Being assertive isn't just a right. It's an essential part of taking care of yourself. It's about respecting your own needs, your values and boundaries, while also maintaining respect for others.
You know, I'm at the age where my mind firmly believes it's 29, my humour suggests I'm 12, and my body possibly died in the Civil War. Yeah.
Remember, assertiveness isn't about being aggressive or domineering. It's about being clear, direct and confident in expressing yourself. And here's the most important part. It's more than okay to be assertive. It's necessary. You deserve to have your voice heard and to advocate for what matters to you, whether it's at work, in relationships, or in everyday situations. Being assertive can lead to healthier interactions, increased self-respect, and a stronger sense of well-being.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead. Embrace your assertiveness. You've got every right to stand tall and speak up. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, stay confident, stay true to yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, we're not going, are we?
Yeah, we are, Bob. We'll be back next week.
I cannot accept it.
But you must.
Okay, then.
So, say good day to the family for me. Give the chihuahua a bath. And we'll see you next time, okay? All right then. Bye.
Bye!